Did you know that there are people who celebrate when things don't go your way? They're the people who smile when you stumble, who enjoy seeing you stuck, but what they don't know is that there's an ingredient so simple you probably have it in your kitchen right now, and when you place it in the right spots in your home, it can completely change the flow of energy around you. Today we're not going to talk about complicated magic or impossible rituals. Let's discover 3 strategic spaces in your home where vinegar becomes your best ally for cutting negativity and protecting your finances. And finally, open the doors to the prosperity you've been waiting for. And please don't leave early, because at the end, I'm going to tell you the most common mistake that most people make when using vinegar for energy cleansing. An error so subtle it may be sabotaging all your efforts without you even realizing it. If you feel this message arrived at just the right moment, write in the comments. I open the doors to abundance and protection. When you put into words what you want to receive, you're sending a clear signal to the universe. Like this, if this topic resonates with you, subscribe if you're not already part of this community, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content that could transform your reality. Share this video with that person you know needs an urgent change in their life. Now that you've made your declaration, pay close attention to what's coming, because understanding how vinegar really works beyond what you see can revolutionize the way you care for your space and your energy. And it is precisely in that deep understanding that all the energetic power of vinegar begins. Most people think vinegar is only for cleaning windows or disinfecting surfaces, but there's something much deeper behind this clear liquid that our grandparents already knew and used in ways we've now forgotten. Vinegar is not just a simple cleaning product, it is an energetic transformer that has been used for centuries in spiritual practices around the world. From Eastern traditions to ancient European rituals, vinegar has always been recognized as an element of deep purification. Why? Because its acidic nature doesn't just cut through grease or physical dirt. It cuts through something much more subtle, yet equally real: the emotional density that clings to your home. Think of it this way: every time someone enters your home with envy, hidden intentions, or simply in a bad mood, they leave an invisible mark. Every argument, every negative thought, every worry you've had in your living room, your kitchen, your bedroom, it all accumulates like layers of dust you can't see but can feel. You wake up tired even after sleeping, and you feel heavy in your own home. Things don't flow, money doesn't come, and opportunities close on their own. Vinegar has a vibrational frequency that acts as an invisible solvent. Imagine that your home is like a sponge that absorbs everything that happens inside it. Over time, that sponge becomes saturated, heavy, and needs to be squeezed out, released. Vinegar does exactly that. It squeezes out the old energy, releases it, and frees it, and in the empty space that remains, abundance can finally begin to enter. But there's something else you should know. Vinegar also works as a shield. When you consciously apply it to certain spots in your home, you create a kind of invisible barrier that repels bad intentions. It's like telling external energy, no further. And many people have noticed something incredible after doing these cleanses. Suddenly, certain people who always cause them trouble simply walk away without conflict or drama. They just leave because the energy is no longer compatible. I remember the case of a woman named Patricia. She had a sister-in-law who always visited her, and after each visit, Patricia would end up arguing with her husband, feeling bad about herself, and suffering a terrible migraine. One day she decided to clean her house with vinegar, following a ritual a friend had taught her. She didn't tell anyone. She just did it. The following week, his sister-in-law cancelled her visit, and then another, and after a month, she simply stopped showing up. Patricia didn't have to confront her. The energy did it for her. This isn't a coincidence. It's energy physics. When you change the vibration of a space, everything that doesn't belong to that new frequency simply moves away. It's that simple, that powerful. But be careful, it's not about using vinegar just anywhere at random. There are 3 specific places in your home where its power is multiplied tenfold. 3 strategic points that act as energy command centers. And if you activate them correctly with vinegar, you can literally reprogram the destiny of your home and everyone who lives in it. Now we're going to reveal what those 3 secret places are, and I guarantee that at least one of them will surprise you because almost no one takes it into account. First secret spot: There's a place in your home that most people clean only for aesthetic reasons, without realizing it's the most powerful point in your entire house. I'm talking about the front door, that space you walk through every day without thinking, but which, energetically, is like the filter for your entire life. Think of your door as the mouth of your home. Everything that comes in passes through it. People, words, intentions, energies. And just as your mouth can be filled with sweet or bitter flavors, your door may be receiving blessings or curses without you even realizing it. When someone knocks on your door with envy, that vibration sticks to the frame. When you receive a toxic visitor, their imprint lingers on the doorknob. When you walk through that door worried, stressed, or afraid, you leave your mark too. And here's what no one tells you. An energetically dirty door may be blocking all the good that's trying to reach you. Opportunities are missed, money doesn't come in, relationships don't flourish, not because they don't exist, but because the door is vibrationally closed, blocked, obstructed. And no matter how hard you work, how much you strive, how many times you try, nothing flows as it should. The vinegar at the entrance acts like a master key. Its power cuts through everything that's accumulated, dissolves what's no longer useful, and draws a clear line between what you allow in and what you reject. It's as if you put up an invisible sign that says, "Only what elevates me enters here, everything else stays out." To perform this cleansing, you'll need half a liter of warm water, 5 tablespoons of white vinegar, and if you want to enhance the effect, add 3 bay leaves and a pinch of coarse salt. Mix everything with intention. Don't rush it. As you mix, visualize that you're preparing a potion of protection and openness. Take a white cloth, clean it thoroughly before using it, and begin cleaning the entire frame of your door. The entire frame, inside and out if you can. The doorknob, the lock, the doormat, even the floor right at the threshold. Do it with movements that go from the inside out, as if you were energetically sweeping away everything you don't want. And as you do it, repeat mentally or in a low voice, "Everything that doesn't belong to me is leaving now. Only abundance is allowed to enter." You don't need to shout, you don't need complicated ceremonies, you just need clear intention and conscious movement. Let me tell you what happened to a man named Ricardo. He was a taxi driver and had had very few customers for almost a year. The bills were piling up, the arguments at home were escalating, and he felt like everything was against him. One day, almost without hope, he decided to clean his front porch with vinegar after hearing about it in a casual conversation. He did it on a Sunday afternoon without really expecting anything. He just did it. On Monday, he received a call from a former client who hired him for a fixed weekly service. On Tuesday, another client recommended him to 3 more people. By Friday of that same week, Ricardo had more work than he could handle. Today, 2 years later, he has his own small fleet of taxis and always cleans the entrance to his home and business with vinegar at the beginning of each month. This isn't movie magic. It's energy in motion. When you unlock the entry point to your home, you are literally unlocking the entry point to your prosperity. Everything that's meant to reach you has to pass through that door. And if that door is clean, clear, and open, things begin to flow with an ease that didn't exist before. But be careful, the entrance isn't the only powerful place. There's a second space that almost no one considers, and it could be draining your energy and your money without you even knowing it. And that place is inside your home, in a space you use every day. Second secret place. Now we're going to talk about a space that many underestimate, but that is actually the energetic heart of your life, your bedroom. This isn't just where you sleep, it's where you dream, where you think in silence, where you process your fears, your desires, your deepest secrets. And all of that, absolutely everything, leaves an invisible imprint on the walls, on the bed, on the very air of that room. From an energetic perspective, your bedroom is like a mirror of your inner world. If it's messy, your mind probably is too. If it's cluttered, you feel weighed down too. If you have objects from the past that no longer serve you, it's likely that your life is also stuck in old cycles. And most importantly, if you don't energetically cleanse your bedroom regularly, you may literally be sleeping surrounded by your own worries, emotional blocks, and doubts, and that wears you down night after night. Many people wonder, why don't I feel rested even when I sleep 8 hours? Why do you wake up tired? Why do you have recurring nightmares or insomnia without a medical cause? And the answer often lies in the energy of the bedroom. That space needs a deep cleaning. not just of dust, but of trapped emotions. The vinegar here acts very subtly, yet extremely powerfully. You don't need large amounts or strong odors. In fact, in the bedroom, less is more. What you need is warm water, 3 tablespoons of white vinegar per half liter of water, and a soft cloth. If you like, you can add a few drops of lavender essential oil or a little rose water to make it more delicate. Carefully clean the edges of the mattress, the bed legs, the bedside tables, the drawer pulls, the window frames, and especially the corners you never touch. Those places where dust accumulates also accumulate stagnant energy. If you have mirrors in your room, clean them with special care. Mirrors are energy amplifiers. If they're dirty or energetically charged, they may be amplifying negativity without you even knowing it. And if you have old photographs, inherited paintings, or any object that belonged to other people, wipe them with a vinegar-soaked cloth over or around them. It's not that those objects are bad, but they can carry stories, emotions, and energies from other eras that no longer need to be in your present. As you clean, visualize that you're freeing your most intimate space, creating a clean, neutral, sacred sanctuary, a place where only peace, love, and true rest reside. And if you sleep with a partner, this also benefits them, because when the space where you sleep is energetically clean, fights decrease, intimacy improves, and communication flows. I heard about a woman named Daniela who had been unable to sleep well for months. She would wake up at 3 a.m. almost every day with anxiety. Her relationship was strained, full of awkward silences. She even started having problems at work because she was showing up exhausted. She tried everything: meditations, natural pills, changing her mattress. Nothing worked until a friend suggested she clean her bedroom with vinegar. Daniela did it on a Saturday morning, taking her time and cleaning every corner, every piece of furniture, every surface. She even cleaned the frame of a wedding photo that had been on the bedside table for years. That same night, he slept through the night for the first time in months, and in the weeks that followed, not only did his sleep improve, but his relationship with his partner also began to heal. They regained their conversations and laughter, and at work they offered him a promotion he'd been waiting for over a year. When I asked him what had changed, he told me something I'll never forget. I felt like I had removed everything from my room that kept me from being myself. That's exactly what vinegar does in the bedroom. It brings you back to yourself, clearing away layers of fatigue, frustration, and fear. And when you sleep in an energetically clean space, your body truly regenerates, your mind truly rests, and from that place of inner peace, external abundance begins to manifest. But there's still a third place missing, a space that almost no one cleans energetically, and that may be responsible for your money slipping away without you knowing where it's going. A place that represents the literal drainage of your home, and if you don't take care of it, it can be sucking your energy day and night. Secret third place. This third place will surprise you because it's one of the most overlooked when we talk about energy and prosperity, yet it's one of the most important. I'm talking about the bathroom. Yes, that space you use every day, but that almost no one considers relevant beyond basic hygiene. The bathroom is the drainage center of your home. It's where you let go of what you no longer need, where you free yourself from the physical, the emotional, and the energetic. But here's the problem. If that drain is blocked, dirty, or clogged, instead of releasing, it starts to retain. And that energetic retention translates into real blocks in your life. Financial blocks, emotional blocks, and health blocks. Think about it this way. Water is a symbol of flow, movement, and abundance, and the bathroom is where water constantly enters and leaves your home. If that flow is clean, energy circulates well, but if it's stagnant, blocked, or neglected, energy also stagnates. And when energy stagnates, money also stops flowing. Many people have chronic financial problems and never stop to check the energetic state of their bathroom. They have clogged pipes, leaky faucets, corners full of moisture, or simply a dark, dense bathroom that no one wants to use. And without realizing it, they're living with an energy leak that's draining their prosperity. Vinegar in the bath works as a deep energy cleanser. It doesn't just clean surfaces, it cleans the energetic memory of the space. All those moments of stress, rushing, and frustration you've experienced there remain trapped in the walls, the tiles, and the corners, and vinegar dissolves them. For this cleaning, you'll need 1 cup of white vinegar, half a liter of hot water, and, if you can, a splash of fresh lemon juice, and a tablespoon of sea salt. Mix everything together and use this solution to clean every corner of your bathroom. The faucets, the toilet, the sink, the shower, the floor corners, the tiles, the handles, everything, especially those places you never clean because that's where the heaviest energy accumulates. As you clean, visualize that you're releasing years of blockages, opening the channel for abundance to flow unhindered, and allowing everything old, stagnant, and no longer useful to go down the drain and never return. Let me share the story of a man named Alberto with you. He had a small repair business that barely provided him with enough to survive. He had been in the same situation for years, unable to grow or save money. One day, someone told him about the energetic importance of the bathroom, and he, the skeptical, decided to do a deep cleaning with vinegar. He cleaned his bathroom from top to bottom with every intention of unlocking his finances. The following week, a client who had owed him money for months showed up to pay him in full. Then he landed 3 big jobs in the same week, and the following month, an acquaintance offered him a partnership on a project that doubled his income. Today, Alberto cleans his bathroom with vinegar every 2 weeks and says it's his most effective prosperity ritual. The bathroom isn't just a functional space, it's a symbolic one. It represents your ability to let go, to cleanse, and to renew yourself. And when that space is energetically clean, your entire life begins to renew itself as well. Money flows more freely, opportunities arise, and things that were stuck begin to move. Also, there's something else you should know. The bathroom is also related to your health. When you clean this space with vinegar, you not only unlock prosperity, but you also protect your physical and emotional well-being.